Thanks for watching the All In Podcast with J. Prince and Ronimo. For future episodes, please go to All In Podcast 2024 on YouTube, like and subscribe. Also follow us on IG at All In Podcast 2024. Remember, without you, there's no us. Thank you for watching. Hey, what's good? What's good? It's All In Podcast with your boy J. Prince. We ain't got Ronimo in here tonight. Hopefully he'll pop up soon. But we got a special guest with us tonight. It's the well-known, the beautiful
Ametrice Deniece. All right, y'all. It's Ametrice Deniece. I'm on what is it? All In Podcast tonight. See how this goes. My first time on podcast show. So I hope I look good on TV.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh.
So we're gonna take a few minutes to get to know you, get a little history about you.
Well, I was born in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I live in Petersburg, Virginia. With my music, I've been doing it for a while. I've been doing it since I was a kid, like Showtime's Apollo, and I did American Idol and The Voice and making the band. I did that before, everything happened to P. Diddy. I didn't get picked to go into the house, though. Unfortunately, thankfully. I don't know if I say both of those, but unfortunately and thankfully. And I got a lot of my music right now. I just signed to a record label on all platforms, listening to, growing up back in the day, listening to my grandmother, my mother play a bunch of Patti LaBelle and, the Staple Sisters and stuff. That's kind of what inspired my last song that I did. That's out now. It's about to be out. New release next Friday on all platforms. I just had Chemistry release on all platforms. So I'm more of a neo-soul type of artist. But I do rap. Don't get it twisted now. I freestyle. I got plenty of trophies to show that I won the ciphers in Richmond against a bunch of Richmond males and females. So, but I'm gonna just continue my career and hope that everything. I got my foot in the door now. I just need to put my whole body in there, so I have it all. So other than that, I'm gonna continue to do music. I've been doing it for, like I said, a long time. Did the BET Awards show in Vegas. I did a few shows throughout the last 3-4 years, and then all of my music is original. I write all my own music. All my beats are made for me. And that's it, just trying to keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Believing in my dream, not giving up. I ain't gave up yet. I got people inbox me and DM me and say, you ain't gave up on that dream. Yeah, girl, and you made it. It took long enough, but yeah, I ain't never give up. So a lot of people have been telling me that the last few months, which makes me feel good because I'm like, yeah, I don't give up anyway. I'm a Gemini. I'm competitive.
That's sure you got a passion for something, you know what I'm saying? When you I know you say you started young. Who was your who did you grow up listening to I know you say you as far as mainstream artists growing up.
Me growing up?
Yeah.
Well, my grandma, I listened to music that my mother and them listened to. They was on some, my mom was a hip hop type of person, like Heavy D and the Boys and stuff. I would hear all that stuff, but I could relate to that. But me growing up was more of a Mary J. Blige, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu. That's what I was growing up listening to. Mostly Lauryn Hill, Mary J. They was, when I was younger, they were a little older than me, so I related to most of their music. Then Sade, I love Sade. People like that. I gotta give it out to Sade. Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle. I listen to all those Dionne Warwick.
Dionne
Warwick. Yeah, I listen to her. Gladys Knight. Those were people that I listen to that I like to. If it was a beat that came on, I could see myself singing with them with the song Shaka Khan, people like that. And then don't get me wrong, I had Paula Abdul in my playlist, I was all over the place. And I have some rock and roll. I had some Kiss songs, some Free, I listen. I'm very versatile, so I listen to a lot of different stuff that put me in the.
You're not one dimensional.
No, I listen to everything. Country. I listen to Taylor Swift. I listen to LeAnn Rimes. Back in the day, Shania Twain.
Okay.
You know, I know people like that. Alanis Morissette, I go over there, I stray over there. Sometimes
My
Shakira.
girl. I love Alanis Morissette growing up.
Yes, yes, stuff like that. I
The
love that stuff.
song
That's
Ironic.
why I could do basically any type of music. I can do any type of music. You know, but my soul comes out with jazzy type stuff too. That's when it really, I take myself to another dimension, and then I don't even know who I am when I'm there. Then I come back and be like, I made that. That was me. Yeah. Now I just gotta remember the words. Play it again. But
So you said that
a lot of guys too, like Luther Vandross, others than him, Barry White, Al Green, of course, Marvin Gaye. You know, those are the main people. I got some Nat King Cole and stuff. I got some records that I had since I was a kid. Like I listened to BB King. It depends on who house I went to as a kid.
right.
If it was my great grandma, my grandma, my aunt, everybody played something different. So I would, you know, listen to all types of things. Then I've always wanted to be in a competition. My grandma had me in I was in dance, so I do contemporary, modern, salsa. I could do all those dances. I could do my own dance routines if I choose to. You know, the new and the old mixed together, 8 counts. I could do all that stuff. I danced a lot. I won almost every talent show when I went to Matoka Middle School.
Okay.
I ran a little track. I played tennis, volleyball. Um, you know, those things I did growing up, and it all led back to music at the end. I played 5 different instruments. I played flute, the clarinet, the saxophone. I'm like not I'm not a novice in the piano, but I'm intermediate. I could play, you know, certain songs, little stuff I can get on my mind. I can't finish those songs I can play. Now I'm about to do guitar. I want to go get me a guitar and start guitar lessons so I can start strumming to make my own, you know, my own chords, my own notes and stuff. I could write a little bit of music, not too much. I could write like something simple, like a 4 count, something 4 count maybe. Uh, and I'm very creative. I draw. I do tattoos. I
Okay.
do all that stuff in my spare time. I paint. You know,
Oh, you know, I can draw too.
90% of the time making music. So the other 10 has to be split between all those other things. So I'm always busy.
So when you um when they say Ametrice Deniece and when you perform, what is the story that you putting out there? Is it a story? Is a story of you? What are you presenting when you're performing?
It's a story of maybe different situations I've been in. You know, I lived in 14 different states being military. I
Right.
was Barrington military and I was a military brat at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I ain't bratish, you know. So, moved around a lot. So I was in a lot mixed in with a lot of people. But my original birth name is Ametrice Deniece. So I couldn't think of a stage name. I didn't want to be nobody else. I
Of
didn't want to
course.
be like Ametrice D girl on the. But I couldn't see myself being called nothing else. So I just stuck with my real name. My dad made up my first name, and my mama just gave me Deniece, but it's spelled with Deniece.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably the only one in the world that I've looked up so far. I ain't seen no more. So, and I consider myself not from this planet.
Okay.
I'm not from this universe. I'm so universal. I go so many places in one day. I'm spiritual. I do spiritual healings. I do crystal readings, moon phases. I do meditation. Yoga. You know, into natural herbs and stuff like that. I drink my
Mm-hmm.
teas and stuff, and I always manifest whatever my mind creates. It just comes off of manifestation. Basically, I know how to do it. I found myself about 15 years ago who I really was and what I really wanted to do and be. So when I go out and do a song or something, I'm always telling a story about places I've been in my life, but different planets I was on. So you wouldn't know how old I was. Because I could do a song up for the oldest people, I could do a song for the children for Halloween. I got one of those too coming out. Them kids love it in the bird. They're like, Mimi, play your Halloween song again. So when October come, I'm gonna be out here like Michael Jackson on Thriller for the year. You
Hey.
know, they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson. I'm gonna try to find some dancers that can do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Get the dance going.
Now I
And
overheard I overheard you saying that you was you just I think I saw it on social media that you're signed to a label.
Yeah, I got signed to It's Gorgeous Music. It's the biggest independent record label in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
And they signed me it's almost been about 2 months now, almost, probably like 6 weeks ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I lost track of time because they got me working, 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 working. So I lost
Okay.
track of time when I signed, but it ain't been that long. And out of the people that came there to perform, I didn't know that I was going to get picked. I didn't know it was, I kind of knew he was going to be there, but I didn't know he was like going to pick somebody, like one artist to go and sign and stuff. And it happened to be me. It was R&B night. And on R&B nights, they pick, R&B people. So people came there and did their stuff. It was nice. And I happened to get called the next morning. He was like, hey, they said you. And I was like, act like I won't sleep. I was dead to the world. I was like, hello. Yes, this is me. I was knocked out cold and shit in my eyebrows. But I was excited, and he did a public sign, and it was public for me to
Okay.
be recognized and stuff. And I'm still excited. He doing his fulfillment part as being AR manager or whatever. He doing his part and got me booked for these tours and um, asking me certain, getting my stuff on track and stuff, which I had it on track, but getting me right with the paperwork portion because I could do the music, I could sing all day,
Right.
but the paperwork portion is important too.
Of
So
course. Yeah.
that's what I'm in the process of doing. Like when I get off this podcast, I got to do some paperwork. So I
Right.
got to log on and do some of that, and I'll be on there all night. You got to make sure all your stuff is copywritten and marketing and all that stuff. So about to start my new video, well, another portion of the video this week. So I asked my high school that I went to, Hopewell High School, because I went to Hopewell High School a while back, but I
Okay.
only went for a couple of years there because I moved. And I said, let me call them and see if I can use their school, the science lab for my video for chemistry, because the video is going to be like, this a little sneak peek. You remember Weird Science back in the day when the
Weird
guys
side.
made the girl? Okay, so my chemistry is going to be me making the idea man. So
Okay.
I'm about to have a casting out to look for a nice buff, sexy looking man. Y'all can find one on for the casting directing crew. You gotta be buff, and like you go to the gym every day. And I'm gonna put that out probably sometime this week and get that going. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. Um,
uh,
the song "Chemistry." Did you write that or
mhm. I write all
Okay.
my music. I wrote it all. My ex, rest his soul, he passed away. His name was Hook Hogan. He did a lot of music too in Virginia. He um he passed away, like I said, but I did a lot of music with him before he passed away, and he had a lot of stuff that I had done. So he made the beat for chemistry. And as soon as I heard it, the first time I heard it, I still got the video. I came up with chemistry. I was like, pa, 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 da, pa, 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 da, da. And I didn't know that was called scatting. Because somebody told me that was scat. And I was
Yeah,
like, okay, so I put that to there and it just came out,
that's what's up. I like
so
that
it came
song.
out.
I like that song. I like that
Yeah, a
song.
lot of people, that's what signed, that what got me signed, that song.
That song.
That's the
There's
one
a
that signed
song
me
that
for.
you
The
used to
last,
perform at open mic. It's the other one you used to sing.
yeah, let's get it in the morning.
Yeah, I like that
That's
one
the
too.
one that DJ. That's the one that DJ Sir RJ was talking about.
Okay, yeah, that's my
I did
joint.
that one, so yeah, they love that. That thing went off in South Hill. When I tell you and Chase they went off by that thing, they went off. He had to play it
It got a
again.
it got an old school feel to it. It's like it's
That's what
new.
I
It got
mean.
an old
Yep,
school feel to it. Yeah.
yep. And that's what I was going for. Me not even knowing I was going for that, it ended up happening like that. I didn't know I was going for that, but when I put it out, I kind of like put it in the back burner for a second, and then I was like, well, shoot, I'm singing it so much. And my cousins called me, girl, sing me that song, girl, sing me that song. So I'm like, I might as well do something with it and go ahead and put it out and doing that. And now it's getting me here, there, and everywhere. So that one in chemistry, those are my main two right now as
Okay.
singles. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So so what now? What do you have coming up? I know you say you signed with the label. You ready to do a video. Um, I know you say you about to go
Tour.
on tour. Um,
Yeah.
in the next year too. What do you see yourself? What is your
Well, I
what you
definitely see
trying to accomplish?
myself like not in the same place where I'm at now.
I
like
mean,
in
of
the
course,
same
yeah.
place as far as the category running. Like now, I consider myself. I had to say 1 to 10 plays to get to where I need to be at one. I'm in like fifth. I'm halfway. I'm gonna say sixth, but I'm gonna make it past the other runners to get to first. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So within a year or two, I see myself on a bigger platform. I mean, a bigger uh the label that I'm starting with will take me to a bigger label and a bigger label and more publicity, more marketing,
Exposure.
more money.
Of
More
course.
money. Okay, definitely need that. And I found be good. I just keep my focus and stuff, stay humble, and don't worry about when the devil come out. He come out hard. He comes strong. I see.
Yeah.
Whether it's through family or friends, his ass coming for me. And I said, well, damn, you won't get to me. Not this time.
There you go.
So, but he ain't never got to my ass. He be fighting. That's why. So that's why I'm where I'm at now.
That's
So
what's
that's
up.
about it. But I should be in the next couple of years. They're gonna see so much more of me. They're gonna know who Ametrice Deniece is by the time before this year's out. I got that part, and
Well,
get going.
I wish my boy was on here so he has some questions for you, but
Yeah,
I,
that's fine. I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna get him on the rebound. I'm gonna come back. I'm
yeah,
gonna come back. Let me get some more of this publicity going. I'm gonna come back.
yeah, and like I said, anytime you got any new music that you want to put out there, just shoot it to our IG or whatnot, and we'll
Okay.
post it on our stories or
Okay.
me, I promote local artists anyway, so I mean,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I see your shows come back up. Mobile mics come back up Saturdays.
yeah,
Okay.
my inbox been kind of jumping.
All
What's going
right. You gotta
on,
get on it.
Laser?
Gotta get on it.
Yeah,
Right.
so
They waiting for it.
yeah,
I'll be
so
a special guest now. I can't do too many, people want to get
okay.
on features
Whenever
and stuff. And,
whenever you have the time to grace us with your presence, the
I
door is
definitely
always
do that.
the door will
I
always be
definitely do
open.
that. All right, but it was nice with you. I got to get out here and get on this stuff now. But thank you for having me on the All
Well,
In. And
before you leave,
uh,
drop your where they can find you on social media and your
oh
IG
yeah,
and
on all my social media, IG and Twitter and Spotify and Tidal and Apple Music and I got my own iHeart radio station, Pandora. Ametrice Deniece. That's just who I am, and that's
okay.
AMETRICE
There you go, y'all. This is Beatrice Deniece. Hey, go out there and support her.
Oh,
Her music,
y'all do that.
and
Appreciate
she'll
you.
be back once
Mhm.
Ronald will get back on here, and
Right.
we'll do another interview. But I'm glad if you come by, and I'm glad you waiting
Yeah,
for
no
me.
problem.
And
No
we'll catch you
problem.
next time.
Next time, tell Geronimo y'all got to charge y'all by the hour.
I got you.
All
Hey, peace out.
right. All right. Peace.